Hey guys, it's me. Well, I needed to rest, so I am just getting out here. But I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was just thinking about so many things, just like you would at night, and I came to some conclusions. And there was some really profound things that happened while I was at the Bassmaster Classic and the Red Cross Expo, which I didn't feel the need to share. But I think that you're all ready for this. Okay, so these are life-changing things. But I had a father come up to me and tell me that his little girl, who was there, didn't want to go fishing with him because a little boy at school told her that fishing was for boys. So she got all embarrassed and didn't want to go. Now, that hit home. Now, this little boy might have said the same thing if she picked up a hockey stick, right? Well, it doesn't matter. But it hit home for me because my nature is just to be protective. Okay, I grew up with 2 hockey brothers, 2 beautiful sisters. We're all athletes, and I never saw the difference. But to me, I thought, oh my God, this little girl may not ever go fishing with her dad and have that cellular memory in her to relay back to because of something that, was said just innocently, that kids say. But it just hit home. It made me so sad. And I said, okay, well, you know what? There's a reason. We all need something and someone to aspire to, okay? And here's where I'm going to get a little deep on you, so just bear with me. Get a piece of paper because I'm going to try to go fast. I'm going to try to keep it simple. But, why do kids grow up putting on superhero costumes? Why? Because it makes them feel confident, right? Feels like they're that character. Well, there's a part of the brain called the Reticular Activation System. And that part of our brain helps us walk around and see everything visual and know what we should or should not keep, store, file, engage, okay? It helps us walk around and not look at animals and think that's what we should be doing. The same thing goes for sports or anything else in life. Our brains are chemically wired to visually take in information and make connections. And it is no different when they see someone doing something. So when people say it's important to have somebody to aspire to, right? I think Ken Duke said it about Kevin Van Dam in one of his videos. And he wasn't wrong. It is important. And Kevin also says you have to believe. And he's right. Because beyond just thinking, what you don't know is happening is that your brain is making connections without you even being aware of it that literally starts to build confidence, okay? And it changes the whole pattern of things. So like, why am I up there signing autographs with these guys who have been winning, classics and everything else? Well, it's important because when certain people who look like me, so let's keep it simple just for my sake, a little girl, she can look at and be so excited to see all these guys who are phenomenal. But when her eyes come to me, there's a connection in her brain that literally makes her believe she can actually do that. And it literally starts to build a confidence without even knowing it. So that is why, and it goes for the same, all walks of life and in life, about anything and everything. Okay, so I had 3 people I wanted to be when I grew up. The first one was Wayne Gretzky. My brothers played hockey. I wanted to play hockey. My dad said no on that one, and that was good. I was a really good goalie. The second one, Nadia Comaneci. And I watched her, I studied her, and at 13 I was training for the Olympics for gymnastics. After that, it was Albert Einstein, okay? And he and I have way more similar characteristics than I and Wayne Gretzky. But what did I do? I studied him. I watched him. I looked into his lifestyle and how he lived. And sure enough, I graduated and I got into med school and I studied. I was going for my PhD in psychology and studying all the quantum mechanics and everything else. But it is important for our brains to have that, okay? To see somebody that's why, regardless of what anybody says, I know what it does to be a role model, all of us, for the youth. And I came to this also. Everybody, those cards are awesome. I can't take the credit for that. My manager at Bass Pro Shops decided to do those, and I thought they were brilliant. They were so fun to trade around with. And it's hard for me to get those out to everybody. If you were all here, I'd give them to you for free. But let's do something fun, okay? For that little girl or any other little girls who, might feel like intimidated and unsure, which same thing for grown adults with the sport of fishing. You wouldn't believe it. But let's create a visual, okay? Just as a fishing community, a force that people can look at and see, because literally within 1 month, do you know how many lives, just by looking at what we do or seeing people that they can relate to, will start to positively connect in their brains and give them confidence? And there's nothing more important than that for youth as they're growing. So I'm asking you to go to Bass Pro Shops, anyone, because this is what I did when I was little. Go to a Bass Pro Shops. It doesn't matter where. You just go in there. Go, if you don't fish, go into the section where there's couches and a fireplace. I used to do this. I loved it there because no matter what, I'd go there and feel like I was in the outdoors, and it just felt good. But take any female with you, your daughter, your wife, or anyone. It doesn't even matter. And I challenge you to just do a little video or a photo of yourselves there with your family, with anyone, or by yourself, enjoying the outdoors. Post it, tag me, tag Bass Pro Shops. That will make my day, knowing that something's being done to help everybody who feels intimidated by the sport, or, who's curious and doesn't want to ask. I want you to do that. I want you to tag me, tag Bass Pro Shops, and let's pick a freaking hashtag. I don't know, fish free, meaning everybody, fishing's for everybody, right? Again, this is for the little ones. So if you could do that, that would make me so happy, because get creative. It's hilarious. I love it. It's entertaining. It's like going to any store and you just spend time in there. You can have so much fun. Do that, and I will get one of my personalized signature cards that are going for about 50 cents on eBay. Just kidding. To every one of you who does that. Just because, let's just make it fun and make a good cause for it. Which, by the way, last but not least, Kevin Van Dam, was the last person who I wanted to be. I wanted to be him. I watched everything he did. He was from Michigan. He was from the North. He was an athlete. And I was so intimidated by him. And I met him, and he told me, okay, you can't just think you have to be great. You have to believe it. And I was like, okay, but like, how do you really believe it? But the minute I started to see some other women who fished, it just all started to click. So thank you, Kevin, by the way, because that, telling me that this was like 7 years ago or something, that stuck with me. It never left me. It stuck in my head. And to me, I thought, no matter what anybody says, he said that. And you know what? He's been in the top half of the money 90% of the time. So, you see what I'm saying? Reticular Activating System, RAS. Look it up. It's legit. I'm trying to combine the knowledge I've been given, okay, with some science and make this fun, but just make the world a little bit of a better place for everybody, where they could just do what they want to do. So keep in mind, what I'm saying is for a cause. It's for those little ones. And it's the most important when they're little, because that's when their brains are developing. And so the more that they see these posts and these pictures, and if they happen to just see a visual, think about what that does. So that's my $2.50 for the day, okay? Now, I'll go on and get into depth, if you would like, in a later video, because I did do a talk on this, on that part of the brain. It's a phenomenal talk. I gave that presentation at the World Fishing Fair 2 years ago. But I'll go more in depth. But for now, let's do that and go be creative, be respectful, family friendly, please, and courteous, but go to find the best pro shops or Cabela's, okay, and just do a video or a photo of your favorite thing there or something there of yourself there, and post that, okay? Tag me, tag Bass Pro Shops, hashtag fish free. Boom. I'll contact you, get your info, and I will send you a personalized Major League Baseball trading card. Anyway, I know, a lot. Okay, it's a lot in what, 10 or 11 minutes. This is not even going to go up anywhere. I'll probably have to put it on YouTube or something, but it's profound. So those of you that support me, I ask that you do that favor to help me help you. Help me help you, okay? All right, let's do it.